Good afternoon. My name is Rachel Blackman, and today I'm going to be talking about the ways in which we interact with animals through man-made environments. I'm going to start with a quote. Animals of the world exist for their own reasons. They were not made for humans any more than black people were made for white, or women created for men. I'm going to be looking at the medium in which we communicate and engage with animals. I'm going to be looking specifically at SeaWorld and at animal shelters where you would go to adopt an animal. I'm going to be looking at how what's represented to us through these animal shelters and through SeaWorld creates a simulacra. The real of an animal is not what we see, and it is not what we understand to be true. We understand the simulacra as reality. The first lens I'm going to be looking at my topic through is Marxism. I'm going to be looking at the branding of animal shelters and how that influences how we see it. This branding becomes our social awareness of shelters, and it differs. This awareness differs depending on the type of shelter you come into contact with. So the different shelters, there is a no-kill shelter, there's an open-door shelter, or there's something generic just like a pound. A no-kill shelter says that they won't kill their animals, but they do end up turning animals away. An open-door shelter takes those animals in no matter what happens and does whatever they can to get adoptable animals adopted. Those different brandings shape our social consciousness of what an animal shelter is, and they're driven by animal shelters trying to get people to come in to adopt their animals and to engage. At SeaWorld, the animal is the product. The animal is what they're selling. People will pay money to go see a killer whale in its natural environment. SeaWorld provides this, and it creates the social awareness of what a killer whale is. But the social awareness isn't true, isn't reality, because what they've created for us is a killer whale that will wave its flipper or jump onto the edge of the pool so that people can see it. That is not what a killer whale is. Object-oriented ontology is the next lens that I will be looking at my topic through. The idea of object-oriented ontology is that there is another consciousness to non-human things. So if we look at animals as extensions of ourselves, that's incorrect, because in reality, they have their own consciousness, they have their own intelligence, and they have their own agency. We're often shocked when animals act as they would because of how we see them through our consciousness and our understanding. Tilikum was a killer whale that lived in SeaWorld. He was involved in an incident where he pulled his trainer into the pool and he brutally killed her. He wouldn't even release her body once she was dead. People reacted with shock and horror at this animal because we were looking at him through our lens and our consciousness and our reality. But these animals had their own, and he was just acting in their reality and in the way that a killer whale would act in the wild. These animals have been interpolated into the human world. They're Duncan the dog or Snowy the cat in our eyes. They are extensions of ourselves. They aren't separate, and this can be dangerous in our viewing of animals. I'd like to end with another quote. The world is not the world as manifest to humans. To think a reality beyond our thinking is not nonsense, but obligatory. We can't see the real world if we don't do this. We'll only see the simulacra of animals that we've created. We have to see the world outside of the inorganic organizational system that we have created as humans. For animals, for our relationship with nature, and for us. Thank you.